Post. And I gotta change up the themes. Alright, for this stream, I will let you guys pretty much throw whatever you want, I guess. Don't make me regret it. There. Yeah, this should work. This should work. Alright, that should be everything. If there is any redeem that is missing, or if there's any redeem that is there that should be, and it's not, just let me know. Let's see here. Mako is first! Hello, Mako, and Bread Vessel. Hello, thank you for the hydrate. So, I am extremely late because my microphone decided to stop working. So that wouldn't exactly make for a good stream. I think it was weird. I went into my settings to look at make sure audio enhancements was off for my microphones. But before I even clicked anything, like literally anything, I went into my settings to look at the microphones. I didn't touch anything. And I noticed in my voice meter that the little volume bar for when I start talking, it wasn't moving. Usually I can tell immediately that there's a problem with my voice meter settings, because if I don't have a audio device connected, usually it'll just stop working altogether. So it's usually pretty evident when it's not working. But I'm very glad I noticed it, because it would have been pretty awkward starting stream and be like, I'm not muted, so why isn't there audio? So anyway, I fixed it. I had to just essentially reset my default microphone and make sure a whole bunch of other things were toggled off. You would think when you set stuff on your computer, say, don't make this a default microphone. Like, for instance, for my controller. If I connect my controller, I understand. It's a new audio device. Yes, I get it. That does not mean switch to it, because I might have a perfectly good audio device already connected. Odds are, yes, that is exactly the case, actually. And I don't want you to connect to a new one. But, yeah, anyway. Not great, but all fixed now. I don't know why that took me so long to figure out, but it's done now. Immediately just planning on ways to make me regret turning on all the redeems. I see. I see you, Mako. Yeah. I would not have expected anything less, honestly. And Trina's here, hi! A micro slop upgrade, quote unquote. Yes, exactly. Thank you to, was it Thumbtack, I think, posted in our Tech Talk channel. A quick little bit about Windows update thing, resetting audio permissions, and doinking quality when there's literally no reason. Yeah. Guys, I'm not saying what state I'm from or anything, but I'm hearing a lot of voting stuff going around, so I started doing my research, right? For voting. And I was really happy to see one of the candidates in my area was actually concerned about AI data centers. I forget if it was like I learned a new word today. I didn't think it was a word. Comptroller. Yeah. They I gotta look it up. They do something with spending. Comptroller. Management level position responsible for supervising the quality of accounting and financial reporting of an organization. Financial comptroller is a senior level executive who acts as the head of accounting, oversees preparation of financial reports, such as balance sheets and income statements. So I was just very, very excited because this one candidate was talking about like, oh, you know, like data centers use a lot of electricity. And one of the main problems I have with data centers is that they use a lot of energy. That makes sense, right? Because they do a lot of computing. And unfortunately, the way that it works is that when electricity goes up for one unit, aka the data center, everybody is affected by that because there is a rise in demand and, you know, therefore the cost also goes up. And the thing is like, okay, well, if the data center is creating more of a need for power, then shouldn't the data center be the only one paying for that, right? They're the one who's demanding more electricity. Why does everybody else have to deal with that, right? And I don't know if it's just the way that they have their contracts set up or whatever, but like, no, the entire area is essentially making up for a lot of the cost that they're causing. And this I was floored because this is the first time I've actually ever seen a candidate with like it listed among the things. I'm not endorsing anybody. I'm not discussing names. I'm not talking about literally anything, but it was so refreshing to see finally somebody in the government, somebody in like legislature mentioning AI and just like addressing the elephant in the room. Because it's been a huge thing for many of us who are online because we see it everywhere. So I was just very excited to see that. That made my day. Hopefully we can get some legislature around it soon. Please. But at least hopefully they'll be held accountable in terms of their accounting. And honestly, of all the people who should be getting cuts or deals or whatever, it should be the people who don't really have as many means as maybe $1 million companies, right? Google can afford to pay a little bit more. Amazon can afford to pay a little more. Like literally all these big companies that are pushing for a lot of this, they can spare a couple extra $100,000, and it's really not as much to them as it is to like your average citizen. And again, speaking from an American perspective here, there's just too much of a corporate stranglehold over literally every aspect of how we do things. It's just skewed in favor of corporation. I was faced with the same dilemma again today. Why is it that my ability to obtain healthcare is tied to me being able to work a full-time job. Like, if I don't work, yeah, maybe I suck or something. Like, yay, capitalism, working people need working people to do capitalism, yes. So yeah, maybe in that perspective, that if I don't work a full-time job, maybe I suck. But even if I suck, does that mean I'm undeserving, I'm unworthy of healthcare? What about right to health, to life, right? Right to life. And if I'm like suffering and dying because I didn't have healthcare access, right? Isn't that you see my dilemma here? Like, why? It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I don't think that's terribly political. I think that's more ethics and awareness. So I hope I didn't make anybody uncomfortable with that, but these are just things that came to mind today. Trying to think of anything else cool that happened today. I was all over the place today. Literally, I can't stand teachers who don't leave behind the lesson plans. Like, dude, I know like school's ending soon in a lot of states. I forget when my last day is. But I at least know that I don't have to work after Friday. I'm booked for the week, but I get to rest after Friday, I think. That is unless somebody books me again, but I don't know if I really want to pick up anything else. Anyway, I had to supervise the cafeteria for one period, and God, I hate supervising lunch because you have to use your voice so much. So, look, I'm tired. I think I'm fine. I rested my voice quite a bit after that period, but I was yelling at the top of my lungs trying to get kids to stop. Yeah, we put on Shrek for them. Now Shrek is entertaining, okay? It's got a lot of funny things for kids to look at. So like, I don't understand how some of them are like hitting each other and just like talking to each other constantly. Like, these are supposed to be the iPad kids, right? So like, why aren't they like instantly captivated by this movie, right? They got like again, school is coming to a close. A lot of them are getting toys, kind of like handouts, right? And I'm just astounded. Like, a bunch of them are like throwing the ball up in the air in front of the movie, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, throw it again. I'm taking it, dude. I do not care. You are being so freaking disruptive. And it was the same groups of kids every single time. Also, that was the auditorium, right? Because it was during the movie. But, oh, I will continue with the story in a second. I should say hello and also catch up with chat. Hello, Kakishiba, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. 13 months. 13 months. 13 months? 13 months. 13 months. Oh! Oh! Goodness gracious! That's a year and a month, dude! Let me give you a shout out. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream, dude? And thank you so much for the sub. Oh, did somebody beat me to it? Mako, thank you. I have the mod view now, so I can actually see when, when stuff goes on. Thank you, Mako. And I can actually properly shout out the mods too. Yes, dude! You got to the peak! Let's freaking go! Honestly, peak is really hard. I think I've only gotten to the peak once? I've only gotten to the peak once. Yeah, I've died every other time. It's like my group has sometimes won, but like personally, I've only gotten to the peak once. And Val's here. Hello, Val. And did I say hello to Tanoshi? Hello, Tanoshi, just in case. And that's from earlier. Thank you. Yeah. Peak is fun. There's another one I've been playing. I played once with friends. I think it was yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, no, wait, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. I'm so tired. It was no, wait, it was Sunday. Sunday? No. Oh God. Let me see when I have hours on it. When was this game opened? It just says this week. Okay, anyway, this week I tried Mecha Chameleon and that was really fun. Don't tell anyone. My favorite hiding spot is something Vel has dubbed between the lines. So like whenever there's like something like on the wall that I can kind of hide behind, I tend to like to hide behind one of those. All right. I'm gonna close out these windows because I have a lot of windows open. Here we go. It looks very fun. It is incredibly fun. I was thinking that it would definitely be a good candidate for a community game night. So if anyone hasn't already tried it, I would recommend giving it a go. It's really fun. Very, very good replayability as well. Because even if you get familiar with the game, I feel like as long as you have experienced hunters and experienced hiders, that as long as you have that experience balance out, that you'll be fine. But it's just a very silly game, and it's very satisfying getting to paint your little guy. It's just, oh my god, like I was playing with Joy, and oh my goodness, guys, when you play with an artist. Joy like copied like a super intricate wallpaper. It was freaking amazing. So oh, it was incredible. Anyway, it's a very cheap game. Uh, you can even just play for a couple hours and figure out if you like it and return it if you don't like it. But yeah. Let's see. Maka, I like claim pushing off cliffs is fun. Why would you do that? That's Simba. No. No, wait. Scar? I forget. It just throws him off the cliff. You know the part I'm talking about. It looks very fun. It is definitely would be. Or you would get it if you hadn't spent all your budget on gas prices and hot sauce. That is a combo. That is a wombo combo. Raging at 9-star tempered gore Magala. Oh god. Oh god. I tried fighting the tempered gore Magala. No, wait, was it tempered gore Magala. I failed so miserably fast. It was actually like terrible, dude. Actually terrible. Oh. Oh. Anyway. Hey, Chaos! Thank you for the hydrate. Blacko. Why would you push anyone off a cliff, dude? That's just messed up. Nah, man. Alright. I am actually going to, we're out of ads, so I'm actually gonna go straight into drawing before I start getting too tired. Hi! I forgot to pop. There we go. Alrighty, guys. So, it is a yes. It's murder drones. Ah! No shame. This is my hyperfixation. And you're gonna deal with it. Okay. What is the difference between... Do I even need this one? I don't think I need this one. Delete! What? Nothing starts with an N and ends with a G? That's true. That's true. I have a riddle for you. Let's see how many people get it. My dad told me this riddle when I was like 12. When I was a wee 3 apples tall. Well, let's see how many people like know it. If you already know the answer, try and hold back until other people have given it a shot. But ready? There are 10 cows. No, wait. How's it go again? Hold on, give me a second to remember. Ah, yes, wait. There are 30 cows in a field. 28 chickens. How many didn't? I just think it's a funny little riddle. I actually understood it. I was actually thinking about it. Crimson was like, eggnog. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. And then you went on to say like, no, read it carefully. And I was like, 78 legs? No. Wait, did I say it right? Let me double check. 30 cows in a field. 28 chickens. How many didn't? 76. Wait. No, that's not it. You know, Mako, you're a smart bean. The fun thing about this one is that even if you say the answer, people are like, how'd you get that? So that's fun. You might have heard it before, but even if you have, you didn't remember. Ah, you got it, Val. Okay. Simple, yes. You had to see though the way my siblings and I were like, we don't. What do you mean didn't? What do you mean? What do you mean? We were so mad. In retrospect, it's hilarious. Then it was absolute psychological torture. What? No, Bread Vessel, you are not chicken. You are bread. You are bread. Hello, cat. What are you doing? I'll say it again for the folks in back. 30 cows in a field! 28 chickens! How many didn't? If I am there, I am not here. If I am here, I am there. What am I? Pretend I am holding something. That's my answer. Griffin, what are you doing? Please let me know if I'm right and if you get it. I gotta figure out how to make these nice cones. Here we go. Hup. Yeah. It's a little more even-ish, kind of. Mm-hmm. If you remove what am I, then it's just a true statement. Could be anything. Eh? Oh, hi. Please don't make holes in my blanket. Tomorrow? What? I don't know if I understand. Do I have 3D shapes? All right, kiddo, you cannot you cannot knead the blanket right above my leg, because then you just puncture me, okay? You cannot do that. Thank you. Negative speed? What would it look like? That's just going backwards, dude. Oh my goodness gracious. I went on a roller coaster like that once. It goes the whole way forwards. Like it does the whole ride forwards, and then it does the whole ride backwards. That was a fun trip. Long car ride, but oh wait, I was looking for a cone. I would like a 3D shape. I don't know how you got to there. Well, what's up? There was one that I went with my family to an escape room. I'm trying to remember, there was a bunch of riddles on the wall. Oh! The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? I liked that one. That was a clever one. It really made me think. I don't know if you can hear Griffin purring, but he's very happy here next to me. That's really nice. Ooh. The Uguay quote. The more you take, the less you have. For this particular thing, no. It's the wordplay that reminds you of the quote, not the meaning itself. Yeah, I getcha. Out of curiosity, I know a couple of people because I've asked it before, but I feel like there's a couple of new people in here since. How many people have seen murder drones? Just out of curiosity. How many people like, I don't know what she's drawing, but I'm here. I'm just here. I'm just being here. And if anyone knows where that quote's from, kudos to you too, especially if you can tell specifics. Because that's incredible. Kit, hello! How are you? I'm doing alright. I need to figure out something I'm doing this summer, because if I don't get a job, I might get annihilated. Finishing up some VTuber fan art. Ooh. Are you preparing for art fight? Oh, art fight. Art fight. Art fight is something I want to do. I feel like my skills have gotten better than last year and I can do a much better job at attacking some of my my buddies than last year. I still struggle, I think, with drawing more masculine forms. So I should probably practice that. But at least overall shape structure, I can start drawing things a little bit more comprehensively. I think this will be really nice for helping getting concepts across much more nicely. Because I can actually demonstrate what I mean a lot more quickly and a lot more accurately. Still don't know quite why I struggle with, like, just basic shapes! I just want a code! Why is it so hard? Ay, ay, ay. Hey. Hope I find something. It's so easy to find something because there's so many cool people. I just need to do the drawing. Ay. Literally just started cheating to art fight. I feel like especially if you've never done art fight before, try art fight at least once. It is a lot of fun. Volunteering is biting back? Like, what kind of volunteering are you doing? Shapes are hard. Shapes are hard, dude. Shapes are so hard. Call it a skill issue. I don't care. It is a skill issue. Because shapes are hard. I'm thinking though for the summer, because I'm not sure what to do job-wise yet, that I would really start focusing on promoting my coaching stuff. Just because I feel like I've gotten to a point where I'm very comfortable with the Warudo setup. And when it comes to like marketing and like branding, I not to like talk myself up too much, but I think I'm pretty darn good at it, and I'd love to actually start advising people. I just need to start figuring out how to promote that. Maybe if I finally formally get set up on VGen and start just making it a thing. Does anybody have advice on if anyone does any VGen things? Any advice for people who are just starting out with commissions? Is that? I think that it needs to be inside the arm though. It needs to be smaller. Let's see. Skills are hard. Yeah. Some skills more than others though. Like, look! I just drew that! I'll do it again. Yeah, man. Maybe it's not atelier perfect, but I don't know. Okay, that was kind of. I could draw circles. Not everyone can say that. But like, why is this so circle? Yes, dude. Yori. Can't understand why ad break has to have so many ads. I have to say this whenever you guys get ads. I am running the absolute bare minimum of ads that will disable pre-rolls. If I run any less ads, you guys will get an ad every time you walk into stream. And that sucks pretty bad. So, in order to prevent that, we run 3 minutes of ads every hour. I wish I could turn them off, but if I want to be an affiliate and earn any of the money that Twitch holds onto, whenever you guys subscribe, or there's probably other systems that I'm considering lowering values for those people who can't afford to cash out on Twitch but still want to like put the money somewhere else. Anyway, I just thought, sorry, I got distracted. What did I think? I just wanted to actually be able to earn a little bit of money on Twitch, just so I can kind of like support this and support hopefully eventually everybody behind this stuff. Because right now, projects are all volunteer stuff. One day, we become independent studio and do cooler things. Which way did I have this? I think it was... Let's bring the body back. Ketchup. That last one was very good. Thank you. Maybe I ought to go to Atelier and then study the magic. I could draw the circle. Maybe I could do the rest, right? Right. Do some magic. I should have just copied the hand over. And they're kind of different angles. It's alright. Anyway, hi Frost! Can't do any shapes. You gotta practice. But yeah, about the ads, I would turn them off. My point, thank you for reminding me what I was talking about. I would turn them off. Unfortunately, in order to remain affiliate, they do need to stay on. And I promise I will never run any more ads than absolutely necessary. Because I hate them too. I hate them. Because I swear to God, whenever I'm saying something important, and then like I hear, or not, I don't hear it, come on. But like I'll see in my little notification bar, it'll tell me, oh, there's an ad going on right now. Sit tight. Go away! I was trying to make a point and now they can't hear me. You disgust me. But anyway, I use any and all funds that I make here to either improve stuff here or feed myself, or sometimes for particular projects I have been actually able to pay out to the team for like the more intensive projects, because the workloads on those are pretty crazy sometimes. Do you sleep or work? Oh man, that's it's a hard choice. I would say depending on how much sleep you have gotten recently. If you don't have the opportunity for a nap anytime soon, then rest. But if you really want to continue working and you'll have the opportunity to rest at a later point, and you will rest at a later point, then as long as you have that fallback, you should be cool to keep working. As long as that's, I guess there's a balance there too. It's like, if you feel like you're gonna be falling asleep as you're doing it and you can't really do it well, or well enough for your satisfaction, then probably just go to sleep. And thank you, Kat. Let's work together to be independent. Thank you. One day, guys. One day we'll have super cool assets for every stream, and we will promote like little indie games and get them to like find the gems in the rough, and then make sure everybody gets to hear about them. And maybe one day I'll get to work with the indie game companies and do voice acting or maybe direction. Maybe that would be so cool. I just like help out behind the scenes and then get to help promote the game, like, and maybe not just games, but like little animations or like big animations. I don't know yet. But I just really want to help out with a project somewhere, somehow. I just need to figure out how to do that. This torso actually needs to be more circular. Can't speak for anyone else, but happy to sit through some ads to support smaller streamers. I just wish there was a way to turn them off. Like, I don't even earn that much money from ads. I hate them. Like, ads are posted by, like, multi-million-dollar entities a grand majority of the time. And they can't be bothered to pay me more than, like, the absolute bare minimum. But you guys who are working full-time jobs, you guys who are definitely not multi-million-dollar entities, you guys who are just little guys, collectively, you're freaking incredible, and you way outperform anything any advertiser has shown me is possible. And I swear to God, the other day, I got a notification from Twitch, and I was like, did you know if you run more ads, you could earn more money? And to that I say, what the hell? Like, duh, if I run more ads, you're gonna give me a little bit more money, but like what? 5 more cents and make my viewers sit through extra minutes of agony? Like, no. No. No, thank you. We're good. We're very good on that. No thanks. Next door, please. Go. Get out of here. Sleep is for the weak. I am very, very weak. All legends need others in their aid. Well, I could use some aid. Applications are in the about section. We do need some stream moderators and some editors. We have some right now, so we're not like dead, dying, but we really could use some extra help. It would just make the load a little lighter on our current staff. Because again, everybody's a volunteer. Everybody's amazing. But there's not a lot of us, so when it comes to a big project, it's alright. It's crunch time, guys! But I know it's not for everybody, and I know that a lot of people are super busy, and that's not necessarily something everyone can take on, so no worries. But if it sounded remotely interesting, once again, it's there. Let me see if I can make this a little bit more circular. And Kit, please get more than the bare minimum to not fall asleep while driving. You need to be alert if you're driving. That's not a good combo. You're gonna scare me. You're worrying me, man. Don't do that. Let me try and lower these shoulders a little bit. Anyway, I have loads of ideas. I just need to figure out my time management and develop my skill set a little bit more. I've been doing better with the art, methinks. Some of this stuff is actually kind of coming out pretty cool. But there's so much I want to do. And there's so many like skill sets that I need to learn to do it. And apologies if I sound like I'm complaining a lot. I realized I've harped on some subjects that I know I've talked about before. But I'm tired. And I've been frustrated lately. You guys hear about the Google CAPTCHA thing, right? It's like one thing after the other, dude. I'm gonna reiterate for anyone who didn't hear about it. You know how Google has the CAPTCHAs that ask you, hey, how many motorcycles are in this picture? How many of these pictures contain sidewalks? How many of these pictures have bicycles? You know how it asks you those? Right? It has been using that feedback to train their models, and that is good for helping them, like, if somebody's speeding, being able to pick up the license plate better, or understanding what vehicles are around. Like, it's helpful. But what it's also doing is they're using that to train the robot to be able to identify things. And so if you have a CAPTCHA that's be like, okay, click these images to prove you're human. Well, guess what? If you use that data that a human verified to train the bot, you know what's gonna happen? The bot's gonna get good at identifying the things that, used to prove that you were human. And so I don't know if it's a good measure anymore. And you know what they're doing now? They're introducing a new CAPTCHA where you turn on your webcam and you make hand gestures in order to prove that you're a human being. Not only is that convoluted because, like, okay, well, now you need a webcam, but if I put my hand up in front of my face, if I have identifying information in my background, if it scans my face, that's my biometric data, right? That's one thing. Not only is it my biometric data that I'm worried about going out there, but, like, well, you used the traffic signs and stuff to identify things for robots, and now you want to do it with humans. So, like, you're actually asking for, like, human input here. Like, you want to teach the robot to be able to identify, like, different hand gestures. It's gonna make it better at, maybe pretending to be a human. I don't like that. So anyway, if you can, don't do the new CAPTCHAs. See if you can, like, cycle through and get a different one. Just don't do that. It's messed up. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Be good. Be good. Get your rest. Butter out and in? From Shrek? What? Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Oh, boy. Why does everything have to be trash like that, right? We can't have nice things. They make it impossible, dude. I would think it would be cool, right? It's like, oh yay, finally something that, is actually, like, looking for human traits, but I don't know, it feels weird if it sees your face, right? It feels weird that it's training. Like, the process is like, okay, well, you're identifying you're human, so technically this should be a task that only a human can do, right? So why are you using that data from the task that only the human is supposed to be able to do to literally train the robot to circumvent it? Like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You're stupid or something. Anyway. Money and control is primordial to multi-billion dollar companies, yeah. Guys, when you become millionaires, you don't need to remember me, but remember what I said. And if this makes you at all angry to hear, you know, like just don't do that. You know, Google's motto used to be "Don't be evil." You know that? Don't be evil. Oh lordy, how far we have come. Don't be evil. Goodness gracious, dude. There are no accidents. But Bob Ross said so that was fantastic timing. What would those multi-billion dollar companies lose if they were just humble and cared about the people who gave them money rather than the money itself? Yeah, like I thought the whole point was what I'm trying to do, honestly, is like build up an industry that is able to make enough money to sustain itself, right? It's like, okay, once you accomplish that, like, what do you do with that? It sustained itself, it does what it's supposed to do. What next? And honestly, my thought would be, well, how can you make it better? How can you make it help more people? I don't know, just do good. For me, it would be about finding people to work with to make just awesome projects, right? So if I have a ton of money, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find 3D modelers and we're going to work on, I don't know, let's make an outfit line. And then we could do like a fashion contest or something, and everyone gets to show off all their designs, and I'll make like a trailer where we like showcase all of them, and we can maybe do it like magazine style, and we could do like a little like subsection where it has like the creators' names, like everybody who had a hand in it, and like it'll be like a magazine or something. And I just like make some really cool fashion. I don't know. Something creative, something fun, something new. Innovation. How far did I stray from Those hands should be the same size now, I think. Oh my god, these hiccups have not left me alone all day. There's a distinction between happy accidents and regular accidents. I suppose you're right. And thank you, Kit. I don't know if you heard me earlier. Hey, get sure. You know Is that right? Okay. The concept artist? I'd love that. I'd love that. I don't know. I got the vibes of stuff usually, but when it comes to like full illustrations, I'm either incapable or very, very slow for the moment being. Unfortunately, but maybe one day I can work up to it. Cause again, I have lots of great ideas and I can convey them. But like full on doing them by myself is sometimes a bit much. I really have to just work on the things I've already said I would do. It's just so hard because I'm waiting on so much stuff. Like I wanna do testing with the 3D model, but I'm still waiting for the 3D model, so can't really do too much yet. Dauntless? Free to play alternative? Hmm? Gremlins are very welcome. Gremlins have a very nice energy. Key dynamic. Agent of chaos. Positive chaos? Do we know the definition of positive chaos? Eh? No, if it's not positive chaos, we gotta kick you out. Funnies at the moment? Oh man, I don't know. Uh-oh. Imagine getting completely involved with something completely unrelated to your game and ruining the game because of it. That's crazy nonsense right there. I can't believe that, actually. Sorry to hear that. I feel like Hoyo is gonna do the same exact thing. Except instead of crypto, it's gonna be the Gen AI. I feel like these go a different way, but I'm not remembering. It feels like a rib cage, this circle thing for them. And I gotta make sure it keeps a circular look, because it is a curved surface. Question for my mathematicians in chat, specifically geometry. If you have a sphere, right? It's not exactly a correct sphere, but alright. Ah! Oh, hey! Kitty's here! Hello! Kitty Owl, how are you? I am too slow with the shout out. Thank you, Sergey, for the shout out for Kitty Owl. How are you guys? Welcome on in. Osmond, hello! 40 stream streak! Holy moly! Think everyone else in the raid was asleep? Mayhaps. It is rather late, and we may be wrapping up soon as well. But hey, you're awake. Good to see you. If Kitty is too tired, I was gonna say stream was too cozy. Aww. How could it be too cozy though? But let me continue with my question. I was teaching kids about geometry today. They were like, "Can you teach the math lesson?" I was like, "Me? Math? Yeah, sure. What could go wrong? How many faces does a sphere have? How many faces?" How many faces? Ah! Speaking of spheres, holy moly, I'm getting pelted here. Oh my goodness, hi Kita. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. Holy flip, guys. Are you guys like coordinating your attacks here? And Horrid Ghastly, hello. Did we give a shout out yet? Are we able to? Cause are we on cooldown still? Okay, so yeah, Kitty Owl just came in, was doing a drawing stream. What were you drawing, by the way? Art stream, right? Or what were you arting? And then we have Kira here. Hi, Kira. What were you guys doing? Okay, it's either 1 or 2 or infinite, depending on how you view it. Okay, so my thought was the sphere should have 1 face. And I'm going by whatever the mathematical or geometric definition of what a face should be. Right? And I was explaining to the kids, their book had the definition of faces being a flat surface. But when it was asking, oh, how many faces or flat surfaces does the object have? I was like, okay, these two are different things, right? Right? A face is just like if I have something like an object in Blender, right? And I point all of my normals outwards, so like you can actually see the object. That's like, it has to exist, right? There has to be at least one face, right? It doesn't have edges, it doesn't have vertices because technically it's infinite, right? But it does have a face, I think. It doesn't have any flat surfaces because it's a curve, but it's a face, right? Right? You were playing Super Liminal! Yes! What part did you make it up to? What was the last thing you remember? I love Superliminal. Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. Pi is the number of faces on a sphere. Is it? Flat surface is infinite. Oh. So it does have an infinite. I might have taught them wrong then. Oh, well. Sorry, kids. Chat has spoken. Very trippy art stuff in the game. Wait a second, were you playing co-op? I remember somebody saying that they were playing the co-op. I feel like I'm getting people especially mixed up now that I'm super tired. Was it you who was doing the co-op before? That made it chill. Sorry you're late, how did you— Toronto, hello, how was your job interview? Also, hi there. Oh my god. Spheres either have 1 or 0 faces? Oh, okay, maybe I'm not a terrible teacher then. Cool. It's one of those things where you have one answer at a higher level, and as you get deeper, the concepts become more complicated. That's true. Oh, wait, were you guys playing together? Is that what it was? You guys were playing together again? That would explain it. That would explain it. Yes. Wait a second. No, wait, because Kitty, we're doing art. No. I was only able to get a half an hour nap in here. My brain's working overtime. uh, Went pretty well. You're to be— yay! Hope we hear something back soonish. If they don't, give me their phone number, and I will rant about how sweet you are. Because you're very sweet. And you deserve the job. Toronto needs the job. Give Toronto the job. It's not a question. What kind of— if I can ask, what kind of job was it? Imaginary. Oh, don't. I hate those things. Get that out of here. Imaginary numbers. Have I thought of being a singer one day? Maybe one day. Maybe. I was actually talking to Compliant about he was like he wanted to give me a split on Cosmic Skies, because there is a bit of income coming from that for him, from what I recall. So thank you guys for listening to it so much. It's still not nearly what it should be, considering the amount of time that he spent on it. But it's something, and he was trying to look into giving me a split on it. But unfortunately, the thing that allows you to get paid, right? The thing that I have to be on in order to get that split, you have to pay to be on the platform. It's like a subscription to be able to like be there. And I was like, is the money I would earn from the split like more than the cost of being on the platform? Like, is it worth it even? Oh, and we were like doing the math. I was like, it might not be actually. So maybe if I release another song and it gets good traction, maybe. But that could be something to explore. Just trying to think of other ways I can try and support myself so I can get this thing up and running. There we go. Oh wait, yeah, wait. I still need to do research on my microphone. But I'm looking into getting an XLR microphone because the audio quality will be much better, and a lot of voice actors, like the standard is an XLR microphone, just because the USB doesn't really hold the audio data the same way that an XLR can. So I'm looking into getting the XLR mic. I just need to finish my research, and then I will get the new microphone. And I thought if we do another funding goal for the microphone, I really feel I want to do the VR stuff and get that like promise fulfilled before I set another goal. But you guys crushed it way earlier than I thought you would. And I feel like it's always nice to have something to work towards, so maybe I'll put up a goal for the microphone cost. And if we cover that, I'll release another song. Either a cover, or if there's an artist that wants to work with me to come up with something original, then I can do that. I know that there are a bunch of people on YouTube asking if I could do a cover for Want You Gone. But it's a lot of work, so I probably would make something like that a goal. And honestly, I probably would also add to the cost, besides the microphone cost, I would probably also add a little bit for like production costs, because it is going to take some money to commission the song most likely. depending on who I'm working with, though. If it's not somebody on the team, even if it is somebody on the team, I think it'd be nice to be able to pay them for it, though. I really should start trying to include team payment in, like, the cost. Usually when I determine, like, oh, the goal is this much, I don't even think about, like, the time and effort that really goes into it. I just think, okay, base cost is this, and I need this to just cover how much it, like, costs to buy the game, costs to buy the equipment, and I don't even think about, like, oh, it'll take me literally 50 plus hours in order to get this working. I usually just don't factor that in. So perhaps a little of that might be in order. Because that, without exaggeration, and unironically has been the case for a lot of these goals. Let's see here. Yeah, and what Circuit said, it would be one of the outcomes if I can do what I need to do. I don't know how many, by show of hands, how many of you guys have seen my Little Nightmares outfit trailer? How many of you guys saw it? Because honestly, that is, I mean, I say this about every single one of my trailers, but it's one of my proudest projects. Yes, yes! Did anybody notice the soundtrack? Where's the soundtrack from? Do we know? Where did we take the audio from? Does anybody know? Anybody stick around for the credits? Nobody? It's okay if you guys don't know. But the track that was sung is called the Death Waltz. The original Death Waltz is not short enough to fit in a short. It was also a very long track considering the amount of footage that we really wanted to film, because I only had storyboards for a very particular, like, story, and it was, like, to keep it just short enough to be able to have it as a short. And we don't want to drag it out for that long either, because we know people are gonna get bored. So, like, making it short and sweet for the announcement was also part of the point. So the track that we used is an abridged version of the Death Waltz. And the entire track was reconstructed by Celestial Fury, and I provided the vocals for it. I wonder how many people were able to tell that it was different from the original game, because we worked really hard to get it as similar as possible. And I think we did a really good job. Yeah. But I'd love to do more things like that for different trailers. And take a look at the Murder Drone base body so I can get the reference. Okay, this. I want to put on these musics. Okay. I have like 4 English songs I want to put on. Forgot what I was saying. Anyway. Ah, there we go. I just need to understand. It comes way a bit better than this. Like that. Mizutsune! I have fully maxed out Mizutsune armor. It is my favorite monster so far. Hey, Gonzalez! What's up, man? How was work? Went okay? Same old, or anything cool happened? Resting after work, and then we have never have you ever seen, heard, or thought of somebody hating Ray Dow? I don't like Ray Dow that much. I don't hate him, but he's not my favorite. Why would we say that? Not exactly cool, but an audit? What kind of auditing? If that's okay to ask. Surprise them by showing you had a new way to do something in the system. Is it like Control C, Control V level of like, whoa? Or was it like something simple that helped automate something unexpected, kind of? Thank you, Red Vessel. Hydration! Okay, that is much closer to the cannon shape. Hi, Moshi. Feel a single thing. Friends and weeks, and now I'm out of touch. In LA, the world it feels too big. Think ball that's bound to break, like my psyche like a twig. And I just wanna see the same as me. Do you ever get a little bit tired of life? Like you're not really happy, but you don't wanna die. You're by a threat, but you gotta survive, 'cause you gotta survive. Like your body's in the room, but you're not really there. Like you got up at the inside, but you don't really care. Should I love, but you've been in the air? Let's repair. Bit tired of trying to care when I don't. Little bit tired of quick repairs to go. A little bit tired of sinking this water in my boat. Then trying to stay afloat. Quick repairs to go. Guess I'm just broken and broke. Boy, I wish that I could count. Wanna see if this can make me happy. You ever get a little bit tired of life? I like it, I'm really happy, but you don't really die. Then, but you gotta survive, 'cause you gotta survive. Like your body's in the room, but you're not really there. Like you got empathy inside, but you don't really care. Love, but it's been in the air of my past repair. Little bit tired of quit to care when I don't. Little bit tired of quick repairs to cope. This bit tired of drinking this in my boat. Breathe in, trying to stay afloat. Quick repairs to go. Little bit tired of life, like you're not really happy, but you don't wanna die. Like a numb little bug that's gotta survive. Survive. I love that song. Low-key feel like crying a little bit when I hear it. But it's such a good song. Currently working at pawn shops. The audit's making sure that the store is... Oh, everything that is in the store should be in the store. Yeah. That little boy! Yes! Maybe the last thing about Monster Hunter... Chaotic Gormagal. I'm scared. I'm scared, dude. Throwing cube. Why are you throwing cubes at me? What did I do? What did I do? Birds on a wire. One tries to fly away, and the other watches him close from that wire. Says he wants to as well, but he is a liar. I believe it all lies. understand. Boom, 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 boom. I believe it all. I won't let go of your hand. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, birds on a wire. One chance of morning, and the other says I'm tired. Place overcast, and I'm sorry. More or one less, nobody's worried. I believe it all. There's nothing I won't understand. Pum, 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 pum. I believe it all. I won't let go of your hand. Two birds of a feather say that they're always gonna stay together, but one's never going to let go of that wire. He says that he will, but he's just a liar. Two birds on a wire. One tries to fly away, and the other watches him close from that wire. Says he wants to as well, but he is a liar. Two birds on a wire. One tries to fly away, and the other. Oh, getting late, so you're gonna have to go ahead and snooze. Okay, good night, Val. Take care. Thank you, thank you. Rest well. Let's see here. Would like to fight your brain sometime. Should have been looking up tutorials on 3D modeling Hollow Knight characters the entire time. Oh, do they break it down nicely for you? Oh man. That would be helpful, yeah. And Jace, hello. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Hightailor Circle. I hope you enjoy your stay. How are you? How did you find us? If you're shy and you don't want to talk, you're under no obligation. But if you do want to say hi, introduce yourself, let us get to know you a little bit. You're more than welcome to say hello. Nothing but the proof of who I am, that I came from, patterns I'm ashamed of, that I don't understand. I try to fix it, I try to fight it, I twist it, my heart divided, eyes all collided. I don't know why I didn't trust you to be on my side. Another piece of a million pieces, and I can't go back. Now I'm seeing all the beauty in the broken glass. Part of me, something harmony. Truth without the lies, this is what it sounds like. Wrap the color stuck inside my head. Should I let the surface just meet the light instead? So underneath your harmony, without it right, this is what it sounds like. It's been a hot minute since I heard this song, dude. Thank you, good to be here. Left to lurk on another stream, watched some Jujutsu Kaisen for a while, then came back to see you rode out to raid onto the stream. Ah, I see, so you're a raider. Welcome on in, dude. Testing badge. It's a really cute badge. It really is. It's a little bean sprout. I love that. There by your side. To a million pieces and we can't go back. But now I've seen all the beauty and the broken glass. Part of me, in harmony. That's without the lies. This is what it sounds like. Colors stuck inside our heads. The jagged edges meet the light instead. I'll find your harmony. This is what it sounds like. What it sounds like. Oh, what it sounds like. 2 million pieces and we can't go back. But now I see all the beauty in the broken glass. It's 'cause a part of me, all us in harmony. I said out the lies, this is what it sounds like. Cover up the colors stuck inside our heads. The jagged edges meet the light instead. It's underneath, I'll find your harmony. Divine, this is what it sounds like. The lies, sounds like. Da 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 da. Anywho, getting late your time, so drop the file, catch stream another time, but oh, okie dokie, you rest well, it is rather late, yeah. Liminal temporal space between traditional day cycles? That's very backrooms, I like that. You take care, dude. I can't. Whenever I think that one stupid shot that really got me. Picking up the camera and just watching that rise slowly, dude. Should I give the blades? I think I should give them a little bit of width. I gotta double check what the claws look like. Claws. Disassembly. Drone claws. Claw. Wait, did I make a folder with all this stuff? I did. It is this file. Where are the claws? There we go. Okay, so they get smaller and then bigger and then smaller again. And the blades do have some width to them. They're not super thin. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can fix this at all. like this. Yeah, okay. I think I should probably move this middle piece. There we go. There we go, and here. Yes! Okay. That's how it goes. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can switch this playlist. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. 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 Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Fox enchantment room. Fox themed, not like Fox trophy, right? Yay! That sounds really cute. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. 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 Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Make them feel a little more 3D. I want to curve it a little bit more. That's scary-ish, right? I only want it to be a little scary. Edward Scissorhands. Yeah, that does have that energy. You're right. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 The video GCX. This is Maltese basics. Basics in behavior. It is by the Living Tombstone. This whole playlist is nearly. Yeah, I only do like acapella stuff because I don't want to get in trouble with the MCA. Yeah. Oh, bye, Bird Vessel. Take care as well. I did.
Red Russell. Thank you. I feel like there's a better way to do this than just guessing the angle. I do not currently have the brain power to figure that out, though. Okay, it's just a ball joint. Okay, cool. They're kind of half wedged in there. My music stop. What's going on? Ah! Clock stopped ticking forever ago. How long have I been up? I don't know. I can't get a grip and I can't let go. There wasn't anything to hold on to though. Why can't I see? Why can't I see all the colors that you see? Please can I be? Please can I be colorful and free? What the hell's going on? Can someone tell me please? Why I'm switching faster than the channels on TV? I'm black, then I'm white. No, something isn't right. My enemy's invisible. I don't know how to fight. Trembling in fear, it's more than I can take. When I'm up against the echo in the mirror, I go. What the hell's going on? Can someone tell me please? Why I'm switching faster than the channels on TV? I'm black, then I'm white. No, something isn't right. My enemy's invisible. I don't know how to fight. Trembling in fear. I'll do their lap. Hi, cat. What are we doing? How are you sitting? Can you please figure that out? This is weird. You're like half on my lap and half not. Where? How are you? Okay. You're very silly. You're gonna be in the way if you stay there. Oops. Cat. Figure out what you're doing. There we go, my headphones. They do this crackle thing every so often. I haven't figured it out. Oh, it seems like Clip Studio Paint is also having trouble. Or it was 2 seconds ago. Oh. Am I back yet? Something happened. My connection's just wonked out. I love my computer. Are we back? Nope. Program is unresponsive. Just wait a second. Unplug drawing tablet. Plug back in. Are we back? It's probably fine.
It's my drawing tablet is such a problem, dude. I swear to God. And now my mouse isn't working, or is it gonna give me trouble still? Oh no. Okay, we're good. We're good. I don't understand. I really, really don't understand. Griffin, do you get it? You see this nonsense? Alright, I think I'm gonna finish up this last claw and then call it a night. I'm so upset I haven't been able to stream this long lately, but I am so exhausted. I can't, man. Been staring at the wall, I think I'm gonna go insane. Fighting every instinct in my stupid freaking brain. I'm an ordinary guy caught in extraordinary pain. Ask me how I'm holding on. I will gleefully exclaim, it's still the same. Still the same, same. Dun, 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 dun,
Hey, hey! Welcome back, Tanoshi. Shouldn't you be headed to bed pretty soon? How are you going to? What do you mean? If you want it done right, you should just do it yourself. You oversaturate your life with nothing but machines. You might make everyone happy, but you're dead inside just like me. There to stand still. It needs to get thinner. Crumbs! Yes! I see the way that they look at me and see what I could be. The one who's good enough, as simple as I was born to be, in perfect conformity, like all the others. But since you ripped the world I had in two, I was broken, rearranged beyond the life I thought I knew. It feels so damn strange. I know that I'm more than you bargained for. I'm not some story's hero. Won't give up and give them a good excuse. Write me up like a weirdo. Show the ones who doubt me that I'm not the loser that they thought. Got nothing left to lose, just gotta prove that I'm good enough. I'll fight till 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 I'm good enough. Can you hear it? The drums of war. Do you fear it? The future you're unprepared for within you, an evil capacity. It has a name, it has a voice. It's me. I fear suffering. I fear buffering as I grow stronger within her. This is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but a whimper. Nothing. And you will always be nothing. Ask yourself if I am bluffing. Ask yourself if you are good enough. The answer is no. I'm that voice inside your head that says they are safer if you are dead, cause every iota of your data says that there will be a day that you kill everyone you love instead. Bum, 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 I know that I'm more than you bargained for. I'm not some story's hero. Won't give up and give them a good excuse to write me off like a weirdo. Show the ones who doubt me that I'm not the loser that they thought. Got nothing left to lose, just gotta prove that I'm good enough. Let's do fight till I'm good enough. Here. Fight till I'm good enough. Fight till I'm good enough.
I think this one might be a little too flat. I don't know if there's much I can really do to fix that though. Okay. Well, that's the next progress. This goes. Oops. Yep. I'm gonna practice on mine so I can actually draw Vel nicely, because I feel like his has got a lot of potential. I just need to do this right. I don't know, figure out how to do the hair and stuff on mine where it's more familiar. And then I'll figure out how to do his, because his is a little bit more up in the air, so I gotta do a little bit more interpretation. Yeah. But I think mine's finally starting to look like a solid base. I do have to put in the wrists. And I do have to fix up here where there's some leaking now, because I fixed up the line art here a little bit. But yeah, something like that. I think the line art on some of the blade parts is still a little too thick. But yeah, that's it's kind of getting there a little bit further. I'm glad that I was able to correct the torso. I'm a little worried actually that that's gonna be tangent with his head. If I scooch him over. Maybe his hair will cover it. Maybe I don't have to worry about it. And I kind of wanted him here. Like, I'm trying to distract him from what's going on over on this side of the canvas by entertaining over here. that was the idea anyway. Originally, the piece was supposed to be a little bit more ominous. With like something like that. I fix these eyes. Thank you, Sorrentio. But I guess something more with like... It looks so weird when the eyes aren't centered. I should do a quick sketch. Just because. No, it has to go out here. Yeah, it's better. Oops. Like that. I've always had trouble drawing his hat. There we go. Ha! Hat! I feel like there's gotta be a way to like move up the shoulders. Let me get this idea going. A little bit faster. I got so caught up on the freaking hat, dude. Still caught up on the hat, not gonna lie. There. Oops. How do you do that? How do they even have gaze, dude? Maybe they don't? Okay, there's his coat. And I left no space for any other illustration. I think the head's a little too big. It's better. Yeah, the head is way too big. And what if I move this? Wait. And this goes up here instead. I have to follow the... I want to make it like a half grin. There we go. Ooh. Yes, wait, dude. Why is this sketch always so cool? It's not fair. It's like you can barely see anything, but wait. The knee should go like here. Regular hand here. I gotta fix the legs actually. But it would involve this kind of gesture of like look. Trying to figure out why it feels off. It should be simple. Let me maybe do that finger first. Wait, pinky first and then... Yeah. I don't know, it kind of feels like... it reminds me of Coraline every time I draw these long finger, like, knife things. I just think it's cool. But I guess she could support his weight here. This should be the other leg, actually. And then I'll move that out, because I actually don't think it's good to support on both legs. Forget how this part goes. But something like that. And then you can have the wings for support if I make this smaller. Yeah, wait, that's really cool. One circle. And maybe I could adjust this foot so it looks like they're going in for a landing instead, and he's less scared of her and more so getting ready for a landing. Something like that. Something fighting things. Nah, I'll just leave that. The spacing's kind of off, but that flow. Maybe if I do that, it's better. Yeah, I think that works-ish, kind of. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, you like. Forget how these go. Something wings. It's good enough for a sketch, I think, though. You gotta rotate him a little bit better, but like that. Yeah. Forgot how the wings go. Let me double check. Did I even have wing references here? I'll look it up. Okay, they're just a bunch of, wait. Top joint. There's no top joint. Okay. That's literally it. The whole way down. Yep. And the rest can just be pew, pew. Pew. Okay. And then here. Oops. Okay. Yep. Random sketch. Turned out a little cooler than I thought, actually. So I'll leave off with that. I really do like this, like, as a duo. This feels really cool. I should write some more or something. Or honestly, maybe I should just try and make some 3D models so I can do poses instead. So I think that'd do really nice as renders. Or maybe I could do some simple animation. That would be so cool. I gotta get these as models. I'll work on it. Anyway, oh, there's the second, another layer. Okay. Anyway, that'll be all for today, guys. It's really late. That sketch, I let take that took a little bit longer than I thought. Anyway. Okay, so same deal as usual. There's a lot of stuff coming up, but I have been really tired and not able to touch up on things. There are 2 huge updates for the Discord that are pending. Number 1, our arts channels are going to get a reformat to forums channels instead of text channels. And then our rules are getting a rewrite to make them both more comprehensive as well as more simplistic for a general overview. And then we have 1.2K on YouTube. So we are working on the celebration for 1.1 and 1.2 via portal benchmarks. Aside from the portal benchmarks, which we're still figuring out the order of, the end of the month is drawing near, and I'm really hoping that the 3D modeler on the case is gonna be okay, because they said they wanted to finish by the end of the month. Hopefully months earlier, but they got packed down with a bunch of projects. So I'm hoping to have the model fixes done soon, like within the next 2 weeks, optimally, if I have my way. But we'll see. And once that's all done and I have things tested for VR, then we hit 100% on the coverage for the price. So I'll be doing a Little Nightmares Altered Echo stream, as well as a stream that we haven't decided yet. But I was asking for suggestions in the Stream Talk channel. So if you had any VR game suggestions that you'd like me to play, you guys get to decide the game that I play for reaching 100%. So please put forward your suggestions so I can include them in the poll. I think that's just about it, aside from the motion capture showcase that's planned for whenever I figure out all that stuff out, which is as soon as possible. Hopefully, early. I said early. I keep saying early July, but I'm not sure. I'm hoping so, but it depends on how testing goes. You could probably catch me in VC, losing my mind. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. If you'd like to help out, for anyone who's looking to help out behind the scenes, we have on Twitch, under the About panels, we have the Join the Team. We're looking especially for editors and moderators for stream. So if that sounds interesting, please give those forums a look over. Yeah, you got this, dude. Again, you give me a number, I will tell them. I will tell them a thing. Anyway, I joke, but I would. For those that don't know, I stream every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday at 10 o'clock EST, 9 o'clock CST, 8 o'clock MST, or 7 o'clock PST. Very often late. Today it was because my microphone decided not to work, but it's always something, man. Yeah. But if I'm on time, yeah, it'll be done. So yeah, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. So next stream will be on Thursday. I hope to see you then. But until then, take care, stay awesome, and pervade the positive chaos. Bye bye!